the wind was kind of picking and choosing where it would blow.
And I want to explain to everybody out there why the north side of the metro area got really hammered with this wind, while most areas in the South Metro area, we saw some wind, but it wasn't nearly as bad as what we saw north of I-70. That's not usually how we measure things. So, for example, here's a look at those top wind gusts, but you might notice everything here minus Copper Mountain. These wind gusts from either Larimer or Weld counties. In most cases here, we're talking about northern Larimer, northern Weld County, and of course, Fort Morgan, Morgan County, but you get the idea. This was all north, well north of I-70, where we saw those strongest wind gusts this morning. So here's the basic meteorology behind what's going on right now. We got an area low pressure off to our north. By the way, my fellow Colorado weather geeks, if you see an area low pressure to our north, that is our recipe for wind, because we get the counterclockwise flow that basically turns the Rocky Mountains into a giant slide for all the air, and then high pressure off to our south. Air flows from high to low pressure. You get that pressure gradient, and the result is we had all that wind this morning. You get all the air flowing. You're getting the backside of that area low pressure. You're getting sharp northerly flow. But specifically, when it comes to Colorado and why we saw more wind on the north side of the metro area, we had downsloping off of the Cheyenne Ridge, which is the little narrow bump in elevation between Cheyenne, Wyoming and Fort Collins. It goes up to about 6,500 feet. I mentioned that northerly flow, and that turned all that air into basically a slide off of the Cheyenne Ridge. Low pressure well to our north, so that wind was a bit more concentrated off to our north as well, and that cold front coming from the north as well. So that's why we saw the rush of the wind a bit more concentrated in Larimer and Weld counties this morning as opposed to the South Metro area. And again, if you're watching me from South Metro, you saw some wind, but it wasn't nearly as bad as what we saw north of I-70.